All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in the house, guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Love Coach Sessions Live. I'm your man, KTJ, and this is Love Coach Sessions Live. This is our place to talk about dating, relationships, and love. And today we're talking about why men don't commit. Why is it that men don't want to commit? Is it that men don't want to commit to certain people? Is it certain women that men don't want to commit to? Is it certain places in the country that men don't want to commit more than others? So look, you guys, we're gonna get into the conversation. I got 5 reasons and what you can do about the 5 reasons as to why men don't commit. So you guys come on in, drop your name, send me a hello in the chat over there. Let me know that you're here. Let me know you're watching. If you watch this on the replay, go ahead and drop your comment down below, and that lets us know you came through, and I'm sure you're gonna have a comment. Look, I don't know anybody that's gonna listen to this and not have something to say, right? Because somebody's gonna be against it and somebody's gonna be for it, but it's all good. All right. So let's get into it, you guys. But I tell you what, before we get into it, look, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let us know that you leave your print on the show. Hey, Richard, thank you so much for jumping in. Appreciate seeing you. All right. So let's get into it. Why men don't commit. Now, just to give you guys a little backdrop, my background is in working with men, working with males, boys, grown men, men coming out of the system, men in the church, men in the fraternity, always working with men, right? Always talking to men, always sharing with men. And so some of these things I'm telling you right now, I got straight from the horse's mouth, right? Some of these things I'm telling you right now, men have actually told me the reasons why they didn't commit. So some of you guys might have seen this, right? The guy, he's with a woman. Somebody told me today they've been with somebody for 15 years, and the guy wouldn't marry her. Okay, all right. So some of you guys might have seen somebody been together for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and the lady wants to get married. She wants the guy to marry her. Well, I want to be married. I want to be a wife. I don't want to be a girlfriend. I want to be, and the guy won't marry her. The lady breaks up with the guy, and in 6 months he meets somebody else, and he's engaged. Right? So that sort of thing happens. But so I want to talk to you guys tonight about why that happens. Why does that even happen? So we're gonna get into it tonight. All right. So let's get into this list. I got 5 reasons, 5 things that go through a man's mind when he's thinking about committing. All right. Number 1, and this isn't necessarily in this kind of order, but no, it's not order of importance, just the order that I'm running it in. All right. Number 1, he's afraid of making a mistake. One of the reasons why a man will not commit is because he is afraid of making a mistake. He's afraid of making a mistake. I've known some men, right? I know a man right now who he was in a relationship with a woman. The woman was by his side in his business, helping him every day. She was showing up every day. She was a part of his operation, part of the dream that he had, part of the vision for the future. She was there. The minute he married the lady, got married to her, she turned the lights off, turned the switch off, and said, I am done with this. This isn't what I wanted to do. I just wanted to be a wife. Now, go out there and take care of me. Right? And here's the thing, you got ladies, and this is mostly for the ladies, right? Because the ladies have been through these situations, but the guys know that I'm telling the truth, right? This guy might say, look, so people who saw this same thing happen around them, they're like, wait a minute. How did this happen? And how can I make sure this doesn't happen to me? How do I make sure that this doesn't happen to me? All right. So a lot of, and you'd be surprised, a lot of men are afraid of making a mistake about their future. Now, understand this, that everything about a man committing to a woman is about the future. It's all about the future. He's concerned about the future. How is this going to affect me in the future? Is she going to be good for my future? Is she going to be an asset to my future? Is she going to be a liability to my future? Right? Now, I know for some of y'all, like, really, seriously, you going through all that just to say you my boyfriend? Some men will, right? It's a lot, I know, but it's the way it goes. All right, number 2. He's afraid of getting tricked and that you'll change, right? It's kind of like that first scenario. He's afraid of him getting one thing and you changing into something different, you know? But look, the idea is that when you get in a relationship, right, you're not going to be able to hang out with all your boys all the time. You're not going to be able to stay out all night. You're not going to be able to go to the strip bar and do all these things, you know? Now you are committed to somebody. Somebody is expecting you to come home. Somebody's expecting you to bring your money home. Somebody's expecting you to engage them. And some men do not want that. Let's be honest, all right? So he's afraid of getting tricked and that you'll change. Number 3, this is a good one too, you guys. Number 3, a man doesn't want to commit because he will now lose out on all other options. He's going to lose out on all other options. All the other options close up to him when he's committed to this one woman. Now, for a lot of, listen to this, y'all. A lot of men have this idea of the one that got away. Got this idea of the one who used to be a part of his life, the one he would really like to have a part of his life. But she is gone, right? She's not around. So in the back of his mind, he's thinking, you know what? Maybe she'll come back. Maybe she'll be mine again. Maybe. All right. So it cuts out other options. Now, when we get a little further along in this, I'm gonna tell you what I think you should do about these. Number 4, he's afraid of losing his space and his friends. Understand, when a man commits to a relationship, sometimes, like, he can't hang out with his friends as much as he wants, right? You gotta go to work, come home, spend time with your lady. You don't get to hang out and play video games with your boys all the time like you used to, right? Your life changes and things shift for you. That's if you're serious about it, okay? Everybody's not necessarily serious about it, all right? And number 5, this might be the number 1 reason. He doesn't believe you. This might be the number 1 reason why a man won't commit to you. He doesn't believe you. He doesn't believe that you will leave. He doesn't believe that you will leave. Is he right? He's not committing to you because he doesn't believe you will leave. Now, listen to this. I'm not the guy that tells people to leave a relationship, right? I was on a talk one time last week, and the lady said, I'm with this guy. He's a really good man, right? But you know what? He has told me, he has determined in his heart, he does not want to get married. I love him. He says he loves me, but he doesn't want to get married. And I heard somebody else that was around said, you know what? You're just going to have to chalk this one up and leave him, right? And I said, I'm not necessarily telling you to leave the man, right? Because I'm telling you, if you've been together with somebody for 4 or 5 years, right, you put in some time. And sometimes, listen to this. One of the reasons that a man won't commit, this is a bonus one. One of the reasons why a man won't commit is sometimes he's just got questions in his mind. right? There's a barrier between you getting what you want and him getting what he wants. There is a barrier. There's a thought that he's stuck on about what the future holds with you. What does the future hold with you? What does the future hold with you? He's stuck. Stuck. There's something he's thinking about, and he's not really sure. And he doesn't necessarily feel comfortable with asking and admitting, coming out and confessing. Right? So I think you guys got to look at that. He doesn't believe you. So the question is, what do you do? Now, here's what I want to tell you to do. If a man is getting everything that he wants and you're not getting what you want, guess what? It's going to stay that way. Unless you decide to do something different, it's going to stay just like that. It's going to stay that way, right? But until you get to the point that you have decided that you have had enough, right? And he is not going to be the one soaking up all the benefits. You're saying, well, we're going to just be friends then. But you end up back in his bed. It's not going to work, right? You have to decide what it is you want. If you want a relationship, you have to state it. Now, I'm suggesting that you state it from day one, right? So the brother don't even get wrapped up in all of this, and it won't seem like you changed on him. Day one, come to the table and say, you know what? I'm looking for somebody special. I'm looking for, as KTJ says, the one, looking to find the one. I'm looking for a future with somebody. State it. Listen to what I'm saying. You got to state it. I'm looking for a relationship with somebody serious. Now, if you don't state it, sometimes you try to like beat around the bush and maybe he'll get my smoke signal. maybe he'll get my thought wave as it goes from my mind to his. No, a man does not operate that way. From day one, you sit down to the table at dinner and you start talking about what you want. You have to say, I want to be in a relationship. Yes. What's going on, Stacy? I thought you ain't love me no more. That's what it is. You got to sit down and say from the top, I want to be in a relationship. Now, if the guy says to you, you know what? I want to be in a relationship too. Boom. Now we can keep going. Now we got something solid to stand on. But from the beginning, if the guy says, you know what? I'm here for a good time, but not a long time. I'm here just for a moment, just to meet somebody, just to have some good times and to roll on. Guess what you should say? Nice meeting you. And roll out. Listen to this, y'all. And sometimes ladies don't know this right here. Just your staying. Just your staying is consent. You didn't say, oh, no, I don't have to be in a relationship. Oh, no. Or you didn't tell the guy, you know what? Okay, I'll be in a relationship. I'll be with you without a relationship. I'll give you my body, my time, my resources without any commitments. You didn't say it. But if you stay around, that is consent. If you stay around hoping that somebody change their minds, when they don't, it's going to be on you. And you're going to look back at him and say, he tricked me. He did me wrong. No, he didn't. If a man says, I don't want to be in a relationship, believe him and then leave him. All right. Let me see what Stacy said. Stacy said, I do love it. I'm off the market now. Okay. I followed your advice and I met the man of my dreams. All right. Good job, Stacy. I need to copy and paste that right there. I need that for a testimonial, what you just said. I'm gonna put that up on the social media. But yes, congratulations. But there's a whole other conversation you have to have once you are even have committed to a relationship. But today we just getting up to the starting line. There's a whole other conversation that has to be had to make sure that you are truly getting what you want. And if a ring, a date, getting down the aisle, a house, a car, 2.5 kids, if that's what you want, then you have to, there's a certain route that you have to take, and there's certain words that you have to listen out for to make sure you are on the same page. All right. So look at this. So a lot of what I talked about in these points, you guys, it's about fear, right? It's about fear. It's about not believing in what is before him. It's about being uncomfortable with what he's seeing, what he's experiencing, or he just doesn't want you. I know that's going to hurt. But if a man doesn't want you, he doesn't want you. If you're not the one for him, guess what? You are not the one for him. Now, that means you might be the one for somebody. I'm telling you, you are the one for somebody. You are just right for somebody. But you are not just right for somebody who has determined already that you're not right for him. So get it from the start. What else should you be listening out for? So we talked about this is fear, right? You should be listening out for how close he is with his friends, right? And does his friends have a positive influence on him or a negative influence on him? Now, now for some of y'all, you're saying, "Oh man, that's immature. This guy, he better not be listening to some friends and decide if he want to be with me." Trust me. Trust me. A lot of people, and specifically men, will speak to their friends about you because they trust their friends. They know the friends don't have nothing to lose, right? So they'll ask their friends, "What do you think about her?" Friends tell them, right? So, but the question is, what kind of friends does he have? What kind of friends does he have? What kind of family members? Maybe he's hanging around with his family members. What kind of influence are they with him? Here's the question, you guys. Are any of them in a relationship? Are any of them married? Are any of them in a committed relationship? Anybody engaged? If you are connecting with somebody who is, nobody in his whole family's married, nobody's gotten engaged, maybe it's one of them households with just all women, all bitter talk against men, may not be so quick to say yes because he may not trust women just yet. Isn't that something? Let me see what Cece said. I do. I'm off the mark. Yeah, I did see that. Yep. It's the truth. It is the truth. So glad for you. But it's the truth. All right. So what else should you be looking out for? You should be looking out for a man talking about the future, right? I said this in another video, and I want to say it again. If a man is planning for the future and he doesn't speak of you in that future, guess what? You are not in his future. That's a tough pill to swallow. If a man is discussing his future and it's, I'm going here and I'm going there and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Not we. And he's talking to you. not we going to go. We're going to go here and we're going to do this and we're going to achieve these things and we have a plan for the future. If a man is not talking about the plan for the future with you, guess what? You may not be in his plans for the future. All right? Yes, a real man will show you with actions, not just words. My man wanted to date me and he introduced me as his lady to his family. Yes, he talks about us in the future tense. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, I don't particularly like the term real man, right? Because it actually denigrates a man. It actually speaks lowly of a different kind of man who is really just making a different kind of decision. That doesn't make him real or fake or lowly or none of that, right? You said real man shows you his actions and not just his words. Every man is showing you his actions and his words. Every man is showing you actions, right? The question is, are you listening to the actions and the words? Every man every man is showing actions, but are you paying attention to the actions and what the actions actually mean? Actions is not the problem. It's what is he doing in the actions and how does it affect you and what's your move next? Good point, Stacey. Good point. Yes. So I definitely agree with that. I think that I love that. I love the intention. I love you deciding, and this is for Stacey or somebody else that's out there, right? Who has gotten past that point and a man has committed. Make sure that the tongue in his mouth and the tongue in his shoes are both going in the same direction. Make sure they're going in the same direction. Make sure it's not just all talk. Look, some of these guys will ask to marry you just to keep you around with no intent on marrying you. I remember back in the day, Dr. Laura, the lady had a radio show, Dr. Laura, and she used to ask people who would call in, oh, they call in, oh, we getting married. He finally asked to marry me. We've been together for a few years, blah, blah, blah. She would ask him a question. Do you have a ring and a date? And they would get quiet. She said, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Do you have a ring and a date? He said, well, I got a ring, but do you have a date? No, I don't have a date. Well, guess what? If you don't have a date, you're not actually getting married. I don't know who needs to hear that. I don't know who needs to hear that. But we got to give you some butt naked truth today. If you don't have a ring and a date, not just a ring, you need a date of when you're actually getting married. A ring and a date is probably not happening. So if you're convinced it's happening, get a date. Even if the date has to be pushed back, at least you have one. Because some of these men will ask, they will ask to marry you. They'll get engaged with no intent of actually marrying you. Just the intent of locking you down. And that is all. All he wants to do is lock you down. And if you allow the lockdown to happen, then guess what? You have allowed the lockdown to happen. And you need to know that. So I got something to show you guys. Wish I could do that without. Now, I want you guys to go to my website at findingtheone.com.club, findingtheone.club. We are launching the membership coming up. We got a membership going, and this is a mini course that I put together. And there's a membership course that is coming after this. I want you guys to join. You need to be around the circle of people speaking your language, right? So in the membership course, I do live talks with just the members once a week. We got videos. We have all kinds of live events that you get a discount on, and so much more. Go to findingtheone.club. Look, I gave a little look as I was thinking about whether we were supposed to be doing these lives on this with the members weekly or bi-weekly. I had a little thought real quick, but I said weekly, so that's what we're doing, y'all. In case my team is listening, we doing the lives once a week for the members in the membership club. So join the membership group, findingtheone.club, and we would love to have you as a part of the membership. All right, you guys. I love you. I thank you so much for being here. Till next time, peace and love. Bye.